Dorothy West is considered to be the youngest member of the Harlem Renaissance, and it was her first novel in 1948 called The Living is Easy, which garnered her critical praise and put her on the literary map. A biting social satire, The Living is Easy tells the story of Cleo Judson, the Southern daughter of sharecroppers who will stop at nothing to become part of Boston's wealthy elite. Tackling themes of racial prejudice, class division, and morality with skillful prose and a wry sense of humor, The Living is Easy is an engrossing and powerful classic filled with fascinating characters. This updated edition includes a foreword by author and editor Morgan Jerkins and an afterword by sociologist and professor Adelaide Cromwell, and proves that Dorothy West's work is as important and insightful now as it was when it was published. Daniel Evans' highly anticipated second short story collection, The Office of Historical Corrections, is a timely and insightful examination of race, culture, and history. This anthology contains 6 short stories and 1 novella, all of which are at once deeply personal but universally relatable stories of complex personal relationships. Despite the short format of her work, Evans is able to craft distinct and fully formed female characters who are forced to face history, both their personal history and that of the world. Each short story is thought-provoking, and thanks to Evans' humor and wit, are compulsively readable, while also raising important and poignant questions about truth and misinformation in American history and who is allowed to speak their truths. For the first time, the speeches and essays of author, activist, and educator Angela Davis have been collected in 1 volume. Topics range from Davis's experiences reporting from Egypt in the 1970s, to her thoughts on art and culture, to her 18 months spent in prison. But each essay and speech is imbued with her distinctive voice and political ideology. Throughout this anthology, Davis highlights and discusses the societal problems that she is most passionate about, namely issues of race, women's rights, and the economy. Though much of the volume was conceived and written of decades ago, Davis's writings and speeches are just as important as ever, and this is an excellent introduction to her brilliant mind.